The fact-finding mission has concluded on reasonable grounds that the patterns of gross human rights violations and serious violations of international humanitarian law that it has found amount to the gravest crimes under international law. These have principally been committed by the military, the Tatmadaw. The mission has concluded that criminal investigation and prosecution is warranted, focusing on the top Tatmadaw generals in relation to the three categories of crimes under international law: genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes.
The way in which sexual violence has been taking place in Myanmar is particularly brutal, and take it from a former special rapporteur on violence against women. The scale, brutality, and systematic nature of rape and violence indicate that they are part of a deliberate strategy to intimidate, terrorize, or punish the civilian population. They are used as a tactic of war. The acts we found include rape, gang rape, sexual slavery, forced nudity, and mutilations. Similar patterns of sexual violence have been reported in Myanmar for at least 3 decades. During the clearance operations of 2017 in Rakhine, victims of sexual violence were subsequently often killed. The Tatmadaw Command exercises effective control over its troops as well as over their armed actors deployed in military operations. In our report, we have listed the names of the highest level of command. In doing so, we seek to underscore their responsibility. Responsibility starts at the top. We believe that these individuals must be investigated and prosecuted for the crimes committed in Myanmar. Their names are the Tatmadaw Commander-in-Chief, Min Aung Hlaing. It is clear that throughout the period in question, he is at the helm of the Tatmadaw with effective control over government forces involved in violations. The Deputy Commander-in-Chief, Vice Senior General So Win. Commander, Bureau of Special Operations, 3, Lieutenant General Ong Kiao Zhao. Commander, Western Regional Military Command, Major General Mang Mong So. Commander, 33rd Light Infantry Division, Brigadier General Ong Ong. Commander, 99th Light Infantry Division, Brigadier General Tan U. We are deeply disappointed that State Councillor Daw Aung San Suu Kyi has not used her position or her moral authority to stem, prevent, or condemn the unfolding events in Rakhine State. In bringing out this report, we hope the international community will act not only to bring justice for victims, but also to help deter future atrocities.
Expecting justice and truth from any Myanmar domestic process is simply naive. There is no will and there is no capacity. Yet accountability is essential if Myanmar is to escape a destiny of violence and serious human rights violation. Without accountability, the history of the past half-century will be repeated again and again. Impunity has demonstrably contributed to the validation of deeply oppressive and discriminatory conduct. It has enabled recurrence of violations, it has emboldened perpetrators, and it has silenced victims. This must stop. In Myanmar, there is a very clear chain of command, and there is no doubt in our minds whatsoever that what we saw happen in Rakhine as a whole would not have happened without it firstly being within the knowledge of the senior military leadership and secondly under their effective control. And it's because of the clarity of the chain of command in Myanmar that we have recommended the investigation and prosecution of these 6.
Accountability can only take place both from the point of view of the international community, but also from the people of Myanmar. If the single most significant factor is addressed, and that is the role of the Commander-in-Chief, Min Aung Hlaing. And the only way forward is to call for his resignation and stepping down immediately.